Hello, welcome back, and I thought I would do a quick arm study to show my method of doing arms. So we're going to start off with a really muscular arm, something common in comics. My structures are very basic. I used to put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into doing a solid structure, but after a while I it was more about making a structure than it was actually doing the art. It sounds weird, but so I managed to do the bare minimum when it comes to structures. One thing I would suggest that no matter what you're doing, always use photo reference to go ahead and make sure your muscles are right. I mean, you can use raw anatomy. I wouldn't. I would use something like, Google pictures or something, because you have to see the muscle under skin to be able to get it correctly. As you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm doing a basic representation. And like I said, we're doing arms, we're not doing hands, but always put a representation of where your hands would flow, where they'd be at. Okay. And kind of pay attention to how the muscles flow. As you can see, I'm doing a quick sketch right here. There we go. Then when we're arms, I'll stretch out. Yep. Alright. Doing that there, bicep. These are quick sketches, like it's nothing serious, and I would suggest you guys do this. Like, just do something, just play around with it, make it fun. Yeah, and also know the mechanics of the body, like how the muscles function. I used to use action figures to kind of as an artist model. I don't use them anymore because the muscles. I mean, it did help as far as seeing how a character would look in different positions, built the way a comic book superhero is built. But one thing you never got out of it, and editors notice this too, is that it looks like you're drawing from action figures. The muscles don't function right. As you can see in this sketch, the biceps on it, stretched out. And then the one I'm doing above, it's contracted. And make sure everything looks like it's supposed to be alive. And what I mean by that is, like it would look in life, not unless you're going for more of a cartoony look, then that's okay too. Just know your style. All right there, I'm doing a perspective shot of an arm. So what I did was a quick loop-de-loop within the structure to go ahead and show where the curves will go to give it volume. Once again, you want to make sure that your lines flow. Whenever you're making a hand, make sure it flows with the arm. Now, one thing raw anatomy is good for, like with shoulders, you want to see the 3 different sections of a shoulder. Like, you got the middle chunk of muscle and then the 2 side parts. And the middle chunk is actually very, very layered. I mean, you don't see it here because we're not doing a serious sketch. We're just doing quick sketches. And that's my fiance watching a movie in the other room. Can't get quiet around here. Doing a downward perspective on this shot. Now, one thing I would suggest is don't always do bodybuilder arms. Whenever you're doing practices like this and studies, do a variety of different types of arms with a variety of different amounts of detail as well. Because you don't want to get stuck. And it happens. You'll go through burnout and you're like, oh, what the hell's going on? You know, I do this, I'm not even good at it. Well, more times than not, it's your brain trying to catch up down. You making improvements to your style. Now right here, these lawns here, the wireframe I'm doing, from the point of the shoulder to the point of the elbow should match up from the point of the elbow to the point of the hand. At least the way I draw it, it does. So it's a good way to keep your proportions in order. Alright. Expand, contract. Expand, contract. Yay. Taking an extended break here. Alright, here we go. Like I said, you want to do a variety. You don't want to get stuck in just one type. Because as an artist in any field, you're going to be asked to do a variety of different things. Never typecast yourself, I guess. There we go. Also, I want to mention that the type of lead I usually use to go ahead and do these things, to do my breakdowns, I'm using actually a very, very soft lead at the moment while doing this because I'm just playing around. But usually when I do like a comic page or something like that, I like to use an extremely hard lead. That way it lays down really light. Blue line doesn't work for me because it's just the way my brain works. I can't see the way it's supposed to turn out with blue line. Yeah, you see minimum detail. Makes the arm look like it's more of a normal human, I guess. Alien, whatever. Yeah, here we go. Try and buy is usually an oval. Keep that in mind whenever you're doing your, trying to break that down. And after the elbow, there's usually going to be a circle for the forearm. And just take a page. Don't do anything serious. Just draw. Don't hate yourself if you get it wrong. Hate yourself when you get it wrong on an actual page. That's what you get. Don't worry about just doing it playing around. Take a whole sketchbook and do this. I used to do that. Just study everything. And thanks for watching. Check me out on Patreon, Preston Asevedo, Instagram, Preston Asevedo, and Facebook, Preston Asevedo. Thank you. Bye.